Good afternoon, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jared Horak, and this is our video feature race of the week for Saturday, June 18th. It's going to be the 8th race from Churchill Downs, the Grade 1 Stephen Foster. 3-year-olds and up, they're going to be traveling 9 furlongs on the main track. We have a 7-horse field. Effinex, number 3, is your even money favorite. Now, can anybody beat this even money favorite? I know some of the handicappers are probably going to go with number 2, Braidster, thinking that he is the lone speed in here. And that may be the case. He may be able to go out and set the pace, but there are others capable of pressing him. Effinex should be stalking him no more than 2 or 3 lengths off the lead. A Majestic Harbor has shown speed in the past. El Kabir, he set the pace in the Dixie last time. He'll be up on the pace. Maybe Are You Kidding Me? Maybe not quite as quick as the others, but he did go wire to wire in the Grade 2 Eclipse Stakes on the synthetic ground at Woodbine last time out. So there are horses that are capable of showing speed. Also, so far at this meet, they've run 7 races at 9 furlongs on the main track at Churchill Downs, 0 wire-to-wire winners. Most of the horses are coming 2 or 3 lengths off the lead and having success. So maybe Braidster isn't the one at this distance. Also, he's a 2-time winner at Churchill. He has 8 lifetime wins, coming off of a big win in the Majestic Light, but he's winless in 2 starts at 9 furlongs. Maybe Majestic Harbor people could go to and say that he's the one. Comes off of a nice win at Churchill Downs in the Grade 2 Ali Sheba at 1 mile and a 16th. He beat Eagle in that event. He's not the most consistent. He jumps up and he'll run some good races from time to time, and then he comes back and he's disappointing. He was disappointing in the Louisiana Handicap earlier this year against International Star and Eagle, but then he came back and beat those rivals in the mine shaft at 1 mile and a 16th. And then in the New Orleans against the same company, he was 5th by 9. And then he jumps up and he wins the Ali Sheba last time. So this 8-year-old, he's not consistent. He is a 4-time winner at Churchill. 10-time winner overall, but he only has 1 win in 9 starts at this 9 furlong distance. So maybe this isn't his best trip, and he will be a pace factor at the very least. So we've mentioned a few horses that maybe can beat Effinex, but I'm not leaning that way. How about Eagle? Eagle is very consistent. This one, he doesn't have any layoff lines. He's a healthy horse, very consistent, rallies from off the pace. He's been training at Churchill Downs. He's run 5 times at Churchill with a win, 2 seconds, and a 3rd. He's also got a win at this distance and a 3rd place finish from his 2 starts at 1 mile and an 1/8. Coming off that decent 2nd in the Ali Sheba, he won the Ben Ali before that at Keeneland. So this one will be rallying from off the pace. Brian Hernandez rides him well, and he's certainly a threat to finish in the top 3. I don't know that he'll go off 6-1. His morning line is 6-1, but if you look at his past performance, it's the last 10 races. He's never gone off higher than 3-1, so he always takes a decent amount of money, and he always tries hard. But for my top choice in here to beat Effinex, I'm going to go with number 1, International Star, and I like him for a few reasons. Number 1, if you're a fan of this horse, you know that he likes to run on the inside. He won the Lecomte Stakes, saved all that ground from the inside post. When he was a 3-year-old, Risen Star, he found his way to the rail that day. The Louisiana Derby as well, he was riding the rail at points in that race. So always known that International Star likes to run on the inside, and he runs well, saving all that ground, and he should be able to do that today in this Stephen Foster from that inside post. Now, last time out, he was in the Charlestown Classic. He didn't run his best race. In that one, he didn't have the best start. He was 10th early and last, and he ended up finishing 6th, beaten 5 lengths. Now, in that Charlestown Classic, there was no pace whatsoever. Stanford, Paige McKenney, they went out. They ran 1-2 all the way around the track. So International Star really didn't have a chance around that bull ring in a paceless race, and his effort could be better than it appears on paper. Now, he missed the Kentucky Derby last year. He was on that roll, winning the Lecomte, the Risen Star, the Louisiana Derby. He got injured, missed the Kentucky Derby. His comeback was in the Zia Park Derby, and he ended up dueling on the lead and finishing 4th. And then he bounced back with a win in the Louisiana Handicap. He was a flat 4th in a 4-horse field in the mine shaft. Weird things happen in 4-horse fields. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. And then in the New Orleans Handicap, from the inside post, he did finish a better 3rd. He was placed 2nd through disqualification that day. Now he's fresh. Now this could be the key here. Now if you look at 2 of his nice wins and go back to his race prior to the layoff and then his race after the layoff. We'll go back to November 2014, the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes at Churchill. He finished a flat 4th. They laid him off for 49 days, brought him back in the Lecomte. He won that one. And now look at in November of 2015 in the Zia Park Derby. He finished a 4th, beaten 13 lengths, came back 52 days later, and he won the Louisiana Handicap. Now he has that layoff pattern going again. Last time, Charlestown Classic. We mentioned that when he was 6x5. 56 days later, he's fresh. He's got Florent Giroux aboard this time. He's winning at a 20% clip at Churchill Downs with trainer Michael Maker. They team up 37% wins, 70% in the money. So you have a good jockey trainer team, a horse that likes to run well from the inside. He draws the rail. He runs well off layoffs of this caliber, 49 days, 52 days, 56 days. So there's a lot of positives here. International Star's been training steadily since his last start, and maybe he's the one that can beat Effinex. Now, Effinex certainly is the one to beat. He has 6 starts at this distance with 3 wins and a second, coming off of a win in the HRN Handicap. He's 1-for-1 at Churchill Downs. He won the Clark at Churchill Downs last fall. He's got that tactical speed. Now, sometimes he's tough to ride. Mike Smith, his regular rider, he stayed in Southern California to ride Songbird in a stakes race there in the Summertime Oaks. So now Gary Stevens is going to jump aboard, and we'll see if Gary Stevens is able to get a lot out of Effinex the way that Mike Smith is able to. And I'm sure Mike Smith is going to talk to him about how to ride this one. He should be stalking the pace. If he runs his best race, if they all run their best race, Effinex is probably the winner of this race at a short price. But as we mentioned, we're going to go with number 1, International Star at 6-1 as our top choice, Effinex our second choice, and then the Consistent Eagle will be the third choice. This is how we're going to play this one. For our $40 wagers, we're going to make a $20 win wager on number 1, International Star. We're going to play an $8 exacta box with number 1, International Star, with number 3, Effinex. And then we're going to play a small $2 exacta box with number 1, International Star, and number 7, Eagle. So that'll wrap up this week's video. We'll be back with another stakes race from around the country next week. Until then, good luck at the races.